And we're live.
Okay, so we are just finishing up this brow over here, ombre brow for Sabrina. We're doing a powder brow here, and then we just did a couple of wispies in the front. Okay. Now we're going to go over and do the other brow.
Rhonda, does it look any different?
Yeah. Okay. We're here today at Changing Faces Makeup in Delray Beach, and we are doing a full powder brow on Sabrina. Sabrina, how's your comfort level?
Oh, I could fall asleep.
Good.
When you're used to the pain of the body art, this is nothing.
Sabrina has a full sleeve that she's been working on for how long?
A while, like 2 years now. But you definitely skate lightly.
Yes.
I didn't realize it was such a light pressure.
So Sabrina is a tattoo artist here at Changing Faces, and she just bought this new machine that we're using here, the Spectre Zion S.
Terry is asking what needle size.
This is a 7 shader, and this is the Rebel.
Have you used this before?
Yeah. I bought them while I was at the show, the tattoo show in New York.
I wonder if this is how the clients feel it. It feels like nothing.
Sure. It's always good for we tattoo artists to get our work done because it kind of reminds us of what our clients need during the procedure.
Mm-hmm.
So she's getting to actually feel what the machine feels like on her skin that she's going to be actually using over the next few weeks here.
Do you think this machine feels different than other machines?
Yes. I think this machine is extremely well built and well designed and very thought out.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that was I think a few years in the making.
So it distributes its energy well?
Absolutely.
Is this a 1 needle?
No, this is a 7 shader. This shader will distribute more of a powdered effect, less pigment concentration. Or the smaller needle groupings, for me, I feel like I get too much color in in a line effect. I prefer, if you look closer, I prefer to get that powdered edge like that, right there. And that's how I'm gonna get that with the 7 shader.
And why do you prefer that?
I like that powdered look.
Softer?
Softer, not like a magic marker look.
The machine, it sounds like a small handheld fan.
Scoop towards the head of the table a little more. Push yourself back, Sabrina, towards the head.
Can you talk about the pigment again that you're using?
100%. The pigment is Tina Davies' Professional New Line I Love Ink by Permablend. And I mixed 2 colors. I can tell you at the end of the video which 2 colors I mixed. I forgot to look, and I can't touch anything at the moment.
One of them is ebony.
Mixed with, I think, dark brown.
Tina Davies.
Tina Davies, I Love Ink. So you see that sprinkled, pixeled look? Can you see that on, can you capture that on the camera? Do you need the clip light on there? So that's what we're trying to achieve here for this powdered look. Any questions? What?
We have Mark Hansroth asking, does it smell?
Nope.
Terry's asking, what speed? Critical atom?
Yes, critical atom. I have my dial set on the green, which I can check for you in a few minutes what the green speed is. I'm working on a little bit higher speed for her brow.
Why would it smell?
I think that was
Just a funny comment.
and no, it doesn't smell.
But this can save your wife or girlfriend a lot of time getting ready in the morning.
Yes. A lot. when I first had it done, I cut my time down about 20 minutes.
Alicia
Especially-
Marshall says, love
Hi,
that
Alicia.
soft pixelated edge.
Yes, me too, Alicia. It's amazing. And I find it so much easier to create with this Zion S. Have you gotten it yet? Alicia, you should try to come down this week. Jamie Durr's in town all week. Come visit us.
She said yes.
Come on down.
How many passes do you usually?
Well, because this method is a layering method, I'll say I do about 3 passes, and then I'll come back and do a 4th pass on the base of the brow. But you can get it in less passes on some skin, but I will say that it is a layering method, so you do have to go over it more times. But you're barely touching the skin. So you're not packing the color in there like we did in the 90s. You are just sprinkling the color in there.
So in the 90s, because they would pack the color, is that when you saw more of the magic marker looking brows?
Exactly.
Can we see how far out the needle is when we get a moment?
Absolutely. So let me use a clean white. They're out pretty far. So the further out your needles are, the less color you're going to get in the skin. So it has pigment on there. Which is what we want to do to create the powdered effect.
Keep the questions coming.
Yeah, please. I would be happy to answer any questions.
We already did the other brow, so this is the last brow.
Terry says hi, Sabrina.
Hi, Terry.
So as you can see, if you go in close, you can see the edges are going to be really soft and powdery, yet she's going to have that straight edge that she's looking for. And we're going to keep her nice and numb, so we're just going to put a passive numbing on there. And we might as well just go ahead and put those couple of hair strokes in with the microbraid in the front.
Tina Davies, 14.
We're using Tina Davies 14 curve.
Why'd you choose that one?
I don't know. It
Oh,
was closest.
I got a shout out. Thank you.
Are you doing a good job?
Maybe.
You'll see when I lift this off, there's a few strokes in the front, which is what she's requesting. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish up our pixelated layering right in here. You can see the old color coming through.
And that old color was kind of pixelated too, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
we have a celebrity. Tina Davies said hi, Rhonda.
Tina, did you see your 14 curve little strokes up there?
And she just used your 14.
And pigment.
And we're using Tina Davies Professional Pigment. We're using her darkest brown color mixed with one that's just a little bit lighter than her darker value. She's got a brand new line coming out, which we've already mentioned, and it's fabulous to work with. It's going to be really easy. It's just 6 or 7 different pigments that are ready to go. You just look at your Fitzpatrick scale, what's your skin that's in your office that day, and you just pick the color and go. She's had it all formulated to be permanent makeup user friendly. This is also a study that's been going on for a few years. This is not something that just happens overnight, these pigment studies. So we're pretty much there. I'm just gonna layer a little bit of color right up in here for the sprinkled effect. Zach, if you can get in there and see right through here, we're just gonna fill this in just a little bit right there to match this. And then she'll have her radiant eyebrows.
The machine is a Zion, which one was it again?
This is the Spectra Zion S. Can you show the picture of the box? Zach will show you the machine. This is what we're using. This is the latest machine that's out. Everybody is getting it. It's really easy to work with. It's quiet. Your clients aren't intimidated. It is a little workhorse. It never even gets warm whatsoever. So if you can see, Zachary, just this light sprinkling right here. That's all I want to create is a sprinkled effect. And then we're just going to clean it up right here.
We got no more questions about the color. Is that a bold brown?
Bold brown. This is Tina Davies' new line, I Love Ink.
Oh, I'm so excited. This couldn't get better. Artist Rhonda, Pigment Tina.
I know.
With the Zion.
And Tina Davies 14 Curve.
Yes.
So you can see I'm just sprinkling it a little bit right through here. And we're just going to blend this a little bit. And I would say that this brow is probably finished.
Do you want to do the Karen Betts measuring, or you think you're good?
I think we're good, and I think what we're going to do now is we're going to wipe off the brow. And this is what is commonly done in skin tattoo salons. Can you get me a piece of this around on the top of the heater over there? We're going to take the color that we've been using, and we're just going to paint it on. And we're going to leave this on for about 7 minutes. We're just going to paint it on, and this will give
David
it...
said hi, ladies.
Hi, David. Is that our David?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, David.
Patricia Thomas said hi, Rhonda. Love the video.
Oh, thank you, Patricia, for saying something.
We got...
We're going to saturate
What was the needle again? I know we already said it, but...
7
I'll show you.
shader.
So this is the cartridge that I used right here. And this is the Rebel. And then I used Tina Davies hand tool. I used the 14 Curve just to create a couple of hair strokes in the front. So if anyone's ever been wondering what a microblade looks like, there you go. That's what a microblade looks like. This happens to be 14 needles in a very precision-like curve so that we can create the hair stroke. Very fine, natural-looking hair stroke in the brow. We just hand placed it in. We used the Zion S here, and we used the 7 shader from the Revo. And I'll unwrap the machine. I'm gonna unglove while she's saturating, and I'll show you what the machine looks like here in just a minute.
Was that painful?
Not at all. I could have fallen asleep.
She's gonna show you the machine now. She's just cleaning everything up.
And the box, the rubber, okay, so here we go. Here's the machine we were just using. We unwrapped all the barrier and just used a hospital wipe on it. This is the Spectra Zion S. This is one of the most highly sought after machines right now in the permanent makeup market.
He's actually doing $50 off on it too right now.
Yeah, there is a $50 off show special because they've been in Vegas all weekend at the cosmetic show. So this is what we're using. It's very gentle, very quiet. People are really impressed with it. Clients don't complain. Right, Sabrina?
Never heard a complaint.
Sabrina's had her eyebrows done before by other machines. And how would you compare this machine?
So gentle. I didn't really feel anything.
Cool.
Well, any last questions?
We'll post the final pictures in the comments.
All right. See you.